Once you reach the age of 70, skipping regular medical checkups becomes a silent but serious risk to your health. While some seniors feel that they only need to visit a doctor when something feels wrong, this reactive approach often means problems are detected too late after they've already become severe or irreversible. At this age, the body undergoes many subtle changes that may not present noticeable symptoms early on. Conditions such as high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, cholesterol imbalances, kidney dysfunction, or early-stage cancer can develop quietly. These are often referred to as silent killers because they do not cause immediate pain but can lead to life-threatening complications if left unchecked. Routine checkups act as a preventive shield. A comprehensive annual exam can detect abnormal blood markers, cardiovascular issues, bone density loss, or even cognitive decline, allowing doctors to intervene early with treatment or lifestyle changes. For example, detecting atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat through a routine ECG, can prevent a major stroke. Similarly, catching colon polyps early through a colonoscopy can prevent colorectal cancer. Additionally, checkups offer more than just detection. They are an opportunity to review medications, especially since polypharmacy, taking multiple medications, is common after 70. Drug interactions, side effects, or even unnecessary prescriptions can quietly deteriorate one's quality of life. A trusted healthcare provider can adjust doses, eliminate conflicts, and ensure medications are serving not harming. Beyond the physical, regular doctor visits are vital for emotional and mental health as well. Many seniors suffer from undiagnosed depression or anxiety, which often present as fatigue, poor sleep, or forgetfulness. A candid conversation during a checkup can help uncover these problems and lead to supportive interventions. Whether therapeutic or pharmaceutical, vaccination updates are another reason not to skip these appointments. Seniors are more vulnerable to infections like pneumonia, shingles, and influenza, which can be serious or fatal in older adults. Medical checkups ensure you're protected by staying current on necessary immunizations. Importantly, regular health assessments also build a consistent relationship with your doctor, enabling them to spot changes in your baseline health over time. When doctors know your history and patterns, they can identify problems that a one-time visit might miss. In short, skipping medical checkups after 70 is not saving time or money, it's gambling with your well-being. Prevention, early detection, and continuity of care are keys to extending both your lifespan and the quality of your later years. A 30-minute appointment could literally add years to your life, or at the very least, preserve your independence and vitality. Neglecting physical activity after the age of 70 is one of the most harmful mistakes that can quietly rob seniors of their health, independence, and happiness. While it may seem natural to slow down in your later years, completely giving up regular movement can lead to rapid physical decline, chronic illness, and emotional instability. Physical activity is not just about staying in shape, it plays a crucial role in preventing age-related deterioration. Muscles naturally weaken with age, but inactivity dramatically speeds up the loss of strength, flexibility, and balance. This leads to frailty, making everyday tasks like walking, rising from a chair, or climbing stairs increasingly difficult. Seniors who remain inactive are at a significantly higher risk of falls, which are the leading cause of injury and hospitalization in the elderly. Exercise also supports heart health, helping to regulate blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and circulation. Sedentary lifestyles are closely linked to a higher incidence of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and stroke. Regular movement, even walking for just 30 minutes a day, can dramatically lower these risks and reduce the need for medications. Another major benefit of staying active is the preservation of cognitive function. Numerous studies have shown that consistent physical activity boosts brain health by increasing blood flow, reducing inflammation, and stimulating the growth of new neural connections. Seniors who exercise regularly show slower rates of memory loss and a reduced risk of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. But furthermore, staying physically active has powerful effects on emotional well-being. Exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural mood enhancers, which can help combat depression, anxiety, and loneliness, common struggles among the elderly. Whether it's gardening, walking with a friend, or joining a senior yoga class, movement helps seniors stay socially engaged and mentally uplifted. Importantly, Physical activity doesn't have to mean hitting the gym or lifting heavy weights. Gentle, consistent exercises such as stretching, balance training, tai chi, water, aerobics, or resistance band workouts are all excellent options for those over 70. These low-impact activities strengthen muscles, protect joints, and improve mobility without overwhelming the body. In addition, staying active helps maintain digestive health, sleep quality, and energy levels, all of which tend to decline with age. Inactive seniors often complain of constipation, fatigue, or insomnia, which can usually be improved through even moderate physical movement. To sum up, neglecting physical activity may feel like a way to take it easy in old age, but in reality, it invites disease, dependence, and a faster decline in quality of life. Movement is medicine, especially after 70. Staying active empowers seniors to live longer, feel better, and maintain the freedom to enjoy their lives fully. It's never too late to start. Every step, stretch, and stride counts. After the age of 70, social isolation becomes a hidden danger that can quietly erode mental, emotional, and even physical health. While it's common for older adults to lose touch with friends, family, or community due to retirement, health limitations, or the passing of loved ones, prolonged loneliness is far more harmful than most people realize. Scientific research now confirms that chronic social isolation is as damaging to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Seniors who are isolated face significantly higher risks of depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, and even premature death. The human brain thrives on connection, whether through conversation, shared experiences, or simply the presence of others. Without these connections, the brain receives fewer emotional and sensory inputs, which can accelerate memory loss and increase the likelihood of dementia. Loneliness also deeply affects emotional well-being. Older adults who spend most of their time alone are more likely to experience sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of purpose. These feelings can worsen over time, leading to clinical depression, which often goes undiagnosed in seniors because the symptoms can mimic normal aging, such as fatigue, sleep issues, or disinterest in daily activities. Moreover, isolation weakens the immune system. When a person is socially disconnected, stress hormones like cortisol rise, while protective immune responses decrease. This makes seniors more vulnerable to infections, slower healing, and a greater likelihood of chronic inflammation underlying many age-related diseases such as heart disease, arthritis, and diabetes. In contrast, maintaining social relationships has a profoundly positive impact. Regular interaction, whether with family, friends, neighbors, or community groups, keeps the mind sharp and the heart light. Simple activities like having coffee with a friend, attending a local class, volunteering, or joining a religious or social group can significantly boost mood, self-worth, and motivation. Technology also offers solutions. While it can't replace physical presence, video calls, social media, and messaging apps allow seniors to stay connected with distant family members and friends. Many older adults have found new communities and renewed purpose by joining online forums or participating in virtual interest groups. However, rebuilding social ties after a period of isolation takes intention. It starts with small steps: saying hello to a neighbor, joining a walking group, or calling an old friend. Communities and senior centers often offer programs specifically designed to help older adults connect, learn new skills, and combat loneliness. In summary, social isolation is a silent but powerful threat to mental health after 70. Left unchecked, it can steal joy, increase disease risk, and shorten life expectancy. But by recognizing its dangers and taking steps to stay connected, seniors can greatly improve their mental health, emotional resilience, and overall quality of life. Human connection is not a luxury, it's a necessity for healthy aging. Holding on to grudges after the age of 70 is more than just an emotional burden, it's a silent destroyer of physical and mental health. Many seniors carry emotional wounds from past betrayals, family disagreements, or unresolved conflicts. While these feelings are often justified, refusing to let go of anger, resentment, or bitterness can quietly harm the body, mind, and spirit. One of the most damaging effects of holding a grudge is the chronic stress it creates. When you constantly replay hurtful events or harbor negative feelings toward others, your body remains in a heightened state of tension. This triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which were designed for short-term responses but become toxic when elevated over long periods. Chronic stress wears down the immune system, increases blood pressure, disrupts sleep, and contributes to heart disease, digestive problems, and even certain cancers. Beyond the physical, holding grudges also affects emotional. Sleep is not just rest, it's one of the most powerful healing processes in the human body, especially after the age of 70. Yet, many seniors fall into poor sleep habits that slowly chip away at their health. Whether it's inconsistent sleep schedules, frequent nighttime awakenings, or relying too heavily on sleep medications, these habits can quietly weaken the immune system, leaving the body more vulnerable to illness, fatigue, and long-term decline. After 70, the body's ability to defend itself is already diminished due to natural aging. The immune system slows down, making it harder to fight infections and respond to vaccines. When poor sleep habits are added to the equation, the result is a dramatic reduction in immune efficiency. During deep sleep, the body releases cytokine small proteins essential for fighting infections and inflammation. Without adequate deep sleep, these protective molecules are not produced in sufficient amounts, making recovery from even minor illnesses slower and more complicated. Moreover, sleep disruption increases levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which suppresses immune function when elevated for long periods. Chronic high cortisol due to poor sleep can lead to systemic inflammation, making the body more prone to diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, and even certain cancers. It also interferes with healing, leaving wounds slower to close and infections harder to fight. Another critical link between sleep and health is cognitive performance. Poor sleep impairs memory, concentration, and decision-making, often mimicking early symptoms of dementia. Sleep is when the brain cleans house, removing toxins and consolidating memories. Without this process, cognitive decline can accelerate, reducing quality of life and increasing dependency on others. Unfortunately, poor sleep is common among seniors. Age-related changes in melatonin production, the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles, nighttime urination, chronic pain, or anxiety can all contribute to fragmented rest. Many older adults also nap too frequently during the day, disrupting their ability to sleep soundly at night. Others rely on over-the-counter sleep aids or prescription medications, which can create dependency or impair alertness the next day, raising the risk of falls or confusion. The good news is that sleep quality can often be improved without medication. Seniors can benefit from a consistent sleep routine, such as going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Keeping the bedroom cool, dark, and quiet helps signal the brain that it's time to rest. Avoiding caffeine or heavy meals in the evening and limiting screen exposure an hour before bed can also promote deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Mild physical activity, such as a daily walk, has been shown to enhance sleep quality. Similarly, mindfulness practices like deep breathing, gentle yoga, or meditation before bed can relax the body and calm the mind. As we age, maintaining mental sharpness becomes just as important as caring for our physical health. One of the most overlooked but dangerous habits after the age of 70 is ignoring mental stimulation. The brain is like a muscle, it needs regular use to stay strong. When it's not challenged, it begins to weaken, increasing the risk of memory loss, confusion, and neurodegenerative diseases such as dementia or Alzheimer's. Many seniors fall into routines that no longer challenge their minds, retiring from work, watching passive entertainment, and withdrawing from engaging conversations may feel restful. But over time, this lack of mental activity leads to cognitive atrophy. Just like unused muscles shrink, unused neural pathways begin to fade. Studies consistently show that mental inactivity is directly linked to faster rates of cognitive decline in older adults. On the other hand, consistent mental stimulation has the power to build new neural connections, improve memory, sharpen focus, and delay age-related brain disorders. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows the brain to adapt and reorganize it in the later stages of life. Mental stimulation doesn't have to mean complex tasks. Even simple daily activities like reading, solving puzzles, learning new skills, or engaging in thoughtful conversation can keep the brain engaged and alert. Learning something new like a language, musical instrument, or hobby not only stimulates the brain but also boosts self-confidence and purpose. both of which are crucial for emotional well-being. Online courses, community education programs, or local clubs for seniors offer great opportunities to stay mentally active while also fostering social interaction. Technology can also serve as a powerful tool. Many apps and websites are designed to challenge memory, vocabulary, and problem solving in a fun and accessible way. Brain training games, interactive learning platforms, and virtual discussion groups allow seniors to stay mentally active from the comfort of their homes. Another critical aspect of mental stimulation is staying involved in meaningful conversations. Talking about current events, sharing stories, or even debating opinions helps organize thoughts, improve communication skills, and keep the mind nimble. Interacting with grandchildren, friends, or community members can create rich opportunities for mental engagement and emotional bonding. Ignoring mental activity not only increases the risk of cognitive decline, but also contributes to feelings of boredom, loneliness, and depression. Seniors who feel mentally dull are more likely to withdraw from life, reducing both their happiness and life expectancy. In contrast, seniors who stimulate their minds regularly report better focus, more energy, and greater enthusiasm for daily life. After the age of 70, many people find themselves taking multiple medications for various chronic conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease. While medications can be life-saving, over-reliance on them without regular review can quietly become a dangerous habit. This is known as polypharmacy, the simultaneous use of multiple drugs which increases the risk of harmful drug interactions, side effects, and even hospitalization. As we age, our metabolism slows down, and the way our body processes medications changes. Kidneys and liver, which filter drugs from the body, may not work as efficiently. This means drugs stay in the system longer and at higher concentrations, leading to accumulated toxicity even when the prescribed dosage hasn't changed. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to adverse effects like dizziness, confusion, memory problems, constipation, fatigue, and falls, all of which can be mistakenly attributed to normal aging. Moreover, many older adults continue taking medications long after they are needed. A pill that was once necessary may no longer serve a purpose, or may even become harmful. Without regular review, it's easy for prescriptions to pile up over the years, especially when multiple specialists are involved and communication between them is limited. Another risk comes from mixing prescription medications with over-the-counter drugs or supplements. Many seniors take pain relievers, sleep aids, vitamins, or herbal remedies without informing their doctors. Some of these can interact poorly with prescription drugs, reducing effectiveness or causing dangerous side effects like internal bleeding, high blood pressure, or liver damage. What makes over-reliance even more dangerous is the tendency to use medication as a substitute for lifestyle change. For instance, taking pills for high blood pressure or cholesterol may be easier than committing to exercise or dietary improvements, but this can lead to increased dosage over time and worsening dependency. In some cases, healthier lifestyle choices can reduce or even eliminate the need for certain medications altogether. Regular medication reviews, often called medication reconciliation, are essential. Seniors should schedule at least one annual review with their primary doctor or pharmacist to assess whether each drug is still necessary, safe, and appropriate. These reviews should cover prescription drugs, supplements, and over-the-counter products. It's also important to have one central healthcare provider oversee all medications to ensure consistency and safety. Additionally, proper medication management involves understanding each drug's purpose, side effects, and how to take it correctly. Many seniors forget doses, double up accidentally, or stop taking medicine without professional guidance. Using a weekly pill organizer, setting reminders, and involving family members can improve adherence and reduce mistakes. One of the most dangerous yet overlooked habits after age 70 is resisting lifestyle changes. Aging is a natural process that requires adjustment, but many seniors cling to old habits that no longer serve them, whether it's diet, exercise, sleep routines, or even outdated ways of thinking. An unwillingness to adapt can silently sabotage health, emotional well-being, and independence. At 70 and beyond, the body's needs change. Foods that were once harmless may now cause inflammation, poor digestion, or high blood sugar. An inactive lifestyle that seemed manageable in earlier years can lead to rapid muscle loss, joint stiffness, or heart problems. Sleep patterns shift, energy levels fluctuate, and recovery from illness takes longer. Clinging to the same lifestyle from earlier decades is not a sign of strength, it's a hidden obstacle to healthy aging. Resisting change often stems from fear or pride. Some seniors may feel that making changes signals weakness or loss of control. Others may simply lack guidance on how to adjust. But refusing to evolve can lead to serious health risks, such as malnutrition, obesity, falls, depression, or cognitive decline. For example, refusing to reduce salt intake despite high blood pressure